An early Saturday morning at Idaho Fish and Game's Clearwater Regional Office. Staff members are putting up tents, putting out chairs, running vacuums,
clean her up, get her ready,
and even bringing in freshly harvested deer.
Well, we're going to do a little training on field dressing, skinning, butchering, and ultimately eating.
All part of the Clearwater region's first Hunt Idaho Expo. Hansen and his staff's goal is to put together an event where people can learn both about hunting and trapping.
That is neat. Never seen a wolf skin.
And to brush up on a few skills both for the field and for the table.
Actually, I'm here for the sausage and the preparing. We do hunt, but it's nice to see how other people cook their meat and do stuff.
So you'll leave that attached to the meat just right there?
Kendall Call and Nora Locken are both here to learn how to process big game after the harvest.
It'd be nice to have more skills and feel more capable before you're in that position. So to do it here in a classroom and get a shot to just check it out when there's not the adrenaline piece is appealing.
There are workshops on calling turkeys.
Go out and listen to them. Okay? It's amazing how many different noises. You guys can't mess this up.
Calling elk.
That's the cow call.
And bugling bulls.
Absolutely, very useful.
How come?
Well, my children are inbred hunting, so it introduces them to it, and I think it's important.
Wolves, they're primarily meat eaters, so they've got teeth that are sharp, ripping off big chunks of meat.
Joseph Peterson of Kamiai's Flying Bee Ranch is here teaching workshops on bear hunting and using an interactive approach.
Having the skulls and talking about the difference between carnivores and herbivores and what they eat, and having the kids look in their own mouths and their brothers and sisters' mouths and see what kind of teeth they have, and the flat grinding teeth. All of that stuff is very interactive, and the kids eat it up, and then when you can hit their brain that way, they retain it, they learn it, so that's important to us.
Wow, my crowd is growing.
About 75 people crowded in to see the demonstration on how to field dress a deer.
We're going to start right about here.
Kendall Call and Nora Locken had front row seats.
The whole purpose of knowing how to gut a deer is so you'll get some good venison on the table. I'm going to open this up a little deeper, just like that.
It can be very intimidating knowing how to properly care for a harvested animal to ensure nothing is ruined or wasted. People of all ages watched intently. Nora Locken even took notes.
What I want to do next is reach in there and cut around there's a diaphragm.
I don't hunt, but I found it interesting. It's Anatomy Lab all over again.
It was disgusting but cool.
Yeah, you ready to go out there and do this yourself?
Not yet.
Did you find it useful?
Yeah, I did.
How come?
Just to see it right in front of you, a few feet away, what the challenges are and everything.
We didn't know how this thing would go today because we never tried anything like this. To get just kind of down and dirty with hunting and big game hunting, and we call this mountains to meals, and you can tell from going in there that there's a lot of interest in this.
Selena Byram may not be a hunter yet, but this nursing student isn't content just to watch.
Well, it's definitely intriguing. I'm just not sure how long I'd like to sit and wait for the animals. Maybe I'll stay at camp and just wait till they get one.
The processing part, you jump right in, huh?
Yeah.
Creating the meals garnered just as much interest.
Come down the other side. Just flatten your knife out. You run it all the way to the outside, and if you bought that, it would say flat iron steak. So if you've ever went to a store, a restaurant and got a flat iron steak, this is the piece that you got.
Then finally, the best part.
Got some venison rump steak, and it's got olive oil, it's got smoked paprika, kosher salt, and coarse black pepper, and that's it.
We have King of Venison sausage. It's absolutely good. It doesn't just look good, it tastes good.
The grills, the Dutch ovens, and the woks were all producing wild game delicacies. including stir-fry using wild turkey.
It's excellent. It's excellent. I've got a lot of turkeys out of my place now. Mostly just look at them. If they can be made this tasty, I might just see if one falls over.
About 300 people participated in the Hunt Idaho Expo.
Having fun?
Very much.
And they learned a lot about hunting too.
I think this is awesome. My kid is ecstatic. He's just like beside himself, thinking, going around every place and learning all the new stuff. He likes it.
Just the kind of feedback Hanson and Fish and Game's Clearwater staff were hoping for.
It's really neat. It's really neat.